First heartbreak.
First heartbreak. It does not apply.
Ay!
You know why? You know why?
Why?
Ang first love ko, ang wife ko.
Oh.
So after that, wala nang heartbreak.
Sana all!
So ganun na nangyari. Hi netizens! Ako po muli si Atty. Abalos and welcome back to another exciting episode ng Abalos Vlog. At ngayon, we have something special for you. Kasama ko ang napakagandang si Jackie ngayon at tatalakayin natin ang mga una o mga first ko. No? So, Jackie, paano nga ba ginagawa ang challenge na ito?
Nako, I'm very excited. Hello, attorney.
Yeah, hello.
Nako, nakakatuwa talaga. Very simple lang po ito. Don't worry, hindi ko po kayo pahihirapan. But I'm sure that I have a series of questions here na hindi pa po kayo natatanong. So, tatanungin ko lang po kayo tungkol sa mga unang experiences ninyo. We're gonna have a trip down memory lane. At syempre, while we're getting to know more about your experiences, syempre, our audience will get to know a little bit more about you. So, I'm very, very excited. Kayo po ba?
Well, mukhang interesting po ito, no? Of course, game na game ako, pero mukhang papaanda rin ang utak ko nito, no? So, simulan na natin to, Jackie.
This is First with Atty. Abalos. Okay, first question. First car.
Brasilia. It's just like a Volkswagen. Kaya memorable sa akin yung lumulutang sa baha, yun eh. Oo.
Okay, may follow-up question ako doon. Sino ang una niyo pong sinakay sa first car niyo and saan po kayo pumunta?
Ito yung wife ko, no? Si Menchi. At of course, dinala ko siya sa Jollibee. At ang layo ng biyahe ko, Jackie, Cavite City. Wala pang coastal road nun, no? So, ganun ako every week. Ganun kalayo. Ganun ko tsinaga ang misis ko po.
Oh, that's so good. And look at you guys now, right? I love it. Okay, next question. First ever sports.
Halo-halo eh. May basketball, may swimming, no? May football because we're in Don Bosco, no? So, may ping-pong pa. So, halo-halo yan.
Next question.
Yeah.
First pet.
Dog, puppy. Ang pangalan niya, Ringo, no? Because my lolo is a police sa mother's side. So, he's so fond of dogs, no? And una niyang aso si Putol, kasi Putol ang buntot. So, he gave me this dog. His name is Ringo. Ito si Ringo, medyo matapang. He's an aspin. Pero from that time on, alam mo kung may aso ka, ako lahat ng anak ko, binigyan ko ng aso. Kasi there is this responsibility and of course there is this empathy, yung pagmamahal mo, no?
Oh, yeah.
So, magmula noon hanggang ngayon, lahat kami mahilig sa aso.
Nakakatuwa. And totoo yan po ha.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, here we go. Next question. Ako nakakatuwa. Here we go. First hobby or interest?
Wow. Ang hobby ko, interest, I'm really into books. Kaya nakasalamin ako. Grade 3, grade 4, nakasalamin na po ako.
Okay.
Even up to now, I'm already 62 years old, hindi ako pwede makatulog nang hindi ako nagbabasa. It has been a habit, really.
Wow.
Yeah.
That explains why you're so smart.
I know.
But do you have a favorite book that you would like to share with the audience?
It's called the Gulag Archipelago. It's about Russia. Kasi at that time, I was curious, what is communism? Ano pagkakaiba nila, etc., etc. So the more I read books, the more I know of different cultures, different system. Pero one thing lang, Jackie, pare-parehong tao eh. The common notion of love, joy, and happiness, of what is right and wrong, ando naman eh. It's just iba-iba lang ang sistema at iba-iba lang ang kultura.
Wow. Mind blown. Okay, let's move on to the next question. First dream job or career?
Well, nung una gusto ko maging pilot. No? Maging pilot. Pero di bale, matapos na itong eleksyon, mag-enroll na talaga ako eh. Maski helicopter man lang eh. But hindi ako papasa dahil malabo mata ko. Oh, that's a problem.
Sasakay pa rin po ako. I trust you. First musical instrument learned?
It's piano.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you play a Filipino song with lyrics? If you could sing a line for us, please.
Alam mo, I could do anything that you want.
Oh, wow.
Dalawang bagay lang hindi ako hindi ako kumakanta, hindi ako sumasayaw. Pero pabayaan mo, papapracticean ko yan.
Okay, sige. Here's a rather controversial question.
Okay.
First heartbreak.
First heartbreak. It does not apply.
Ay.
It does not apply.
Okay.
It does not apply. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But,
I'm sorry, this is good.
Kasi,
You've never
you know
broken
why?
your heart?
You know why? You know why?
Why?
ang first love ko, ang wife ko.
Oh.
So after that, wala nang heartbreak.
Sana all.
Oh, so ganun na nangyari. Yeah.
Ako kotang-kota na po. So, okay, let's move on before I get even sadder. Next up, first dish you learned to cook.
Expertise ko talaga is pochero. You know what I will do? Yung mga ribs, kukulang ko yan. Tapos kukuha ko ng pork and beans, dudurugin ko yan. Kukuha ko ng saging na saba. I will get the extract. No? Papakuluan ko yan, tapos hahaluin ko yan. So, remember, pork and beans with bananas, ihahalo mo. And then, kukunin mo yung pinakapagkulang ng soup, ihahalo mo ngayon itong ribs. Plus, lalagyan mo ng konting para umano itong chorizo. Iba yan parang barbecue flavor.
Wow.
So, maghahalo yung barbecue, yung banana, yung ano. You're in heaven when you
Nagugutom
taste
na
my
po
pochero.
Nako,
Yeah.
sana mantikman po namin yan. Let's move on to the next one. I think this is rather serious of a question. First award or recognition received in your career?
It might not be the first, but for me, ito na yung pinaka-treasure ko. It's a United Nations Award. It's called, they got the best, yung best projects all over the world from different countries. And Philippines won through my award.
Wow.
I got that award in Medellin, Colombia. It's called Project Teach.
Okay.
Therapy, education, and assimilation of children with handicap. These are the special children of the poorest of the poor. So we had that program for them. Ito pong binabahay-bahay namin mga special children. Ina-empower namin yung magulang. Tinuturuan namin through our doctors, through our therapists.
Yes.
And magugulat kayo. Kasi nakakatakot sa lahat. What will happen to these children
Yes.
kung mawala ang magulang?
Yun nga po.
Yeah, so it's that kind of a program that we've had. It was recognized by the United Nations.
Wow, that is such an inspiring program that you just shared with us. So I would like to know, when was the first time? Take me back to that moment when you realized you wanted to help people.
Well, actually, it's from my family and from my school. From my family because ever since I was young, my dad, every day, ang dami na pupunta sa bahay. And I was curious, kako, bakit mas matatanda sa daddy ko? Nag-oopo, nag-ooho. So, I realized if there's one thing that money cannot buy, it's really respect. Kasi tumutulong. So, we were raised that way. At pangalawa, it's my school, Don Bosco, when I was young. Because our school used to do outreach program sa mga communities na talagang may hirap. And that is where you will see na talagang, you know, the spirit of sharing, caring, and giving. That's because it's Christmas, but it was instilled to us by the Salesian fathers. You know? Up to now, matatanda na kami ngayon, may classmates and I, nakikita-kita kami. And for whatever causes there are, we always try to help. You know? It's already instilled. It's not because tuwenersa ka. Dahil pinamulat sa'yo, binuksan ang mata mo, na ito yung tama mong gawin at maluwang sa puso.
That is so beautiful. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Now, tell me about the first time you faced criticism in your career.
When I was then mayor, alam kong tama ang gagawin ko. Pero maraming criticism. I think may isang kalye sa amin. It's full of, sabihin mo, informal settlers. Yung kalye, tinayuan nila ng tent at ginawa nilang palengke. These are about 500 vendors. They've been there for 40 years. So, tinanggal ko lahat sila to open para buksan ang kalye. Pero, nagpagawa ako ng bagong palengke for them.
Okay.
I made sure na meron kang kapalit. Pero syempre, meron dyan naggagano, may nawag. Now, maganda yung kalye. Ito po ito sa may Addition Hills, sa may likod ng mall. At lahat tumadaan. At yung mga tao, ang ganda na lugar nila, they've got a new four-story public market. Way back 20 years ago, I was then a new mayor.
Wow. What was that like? I mean, I'm sure that you got a lot of resistance, right? Talk about change management. What was that like? What made you push forward? I know you have your principles, but how?
Kung alam mong tama, yun ang gawin mo. Not because it is popular. You must learn to stand alone in confidence. Learn to have the courage to make tough decisions. And have the heart and empathy to hear the needy. Kinakailangan yung tumayo mag-isa kung kinakailangan. Basta alam yung tama. Tapang ng loob na gumawa ng isang desisyon. At higit sa lahat, malaking puso para pakinggan ang nangangailangan.
Ang deep. But definitely,
No, it's,
but it's
yeah,
true. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
definitely not everybody would do that. So just to be brave and actually do the right thing.
Well, I've
that's
had my
something.
own
Yeah.
challenges, and it has
Yes.
always been my guiding principle. Basta alam mong tama, and I always pray. That's important. You always pray. Before you go to bed,
Yeah.
I'm always asking for my mom. She died, and my eldest daughter to guide me. Yeah. Okay?
Thank you for sharing that. Okay. First government project you worked on.
Well, ang government projects namin, madami eh. Yung Project Teach na ginawa ko when I was mayor of Mandaluyong. It's a school for special children. And of course, gumawa rin kami ng mga housing projects, no? I continued the project of my dad. Ito po yung release ng trend. Before, yung tawag yan, informal settlers, siguro around 7,000 to 5,000 of them. So we purchased that line from San Juan River to Pasig River, niluwagan namin, hinati namin, at ngayon, hindi na sila informal settlers, they're all landowners. And then we tried to get this huge property na iisa may-ari. Tapos yung mga tao, matagal na silang nandun na talagang kawawa na ano. So, kinausap namin yung may-ari, binili namin yung lupa at hinati-hati namin sa kanila. At sumunod, siguro mga condominium talagang kami na nagpagawa. Around more or less 10,000 of this.
Wow.
Freed from the bondage of squatting.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you feel
ito lang
about that? That's
Basta
amazing.
bigyan mo ng opportunity magkaroon ng sariling bahay, papagandahin nila eh. And then, papasok na education, etc. It's like that.
It must be really fulfilling to
You know why? For me, the best gauge of progress, it's not the buildings or the money. It's raising the quality of life of your constituents.
the long-term plan, the impact that you make. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, let's move on. I think this is our last question. Are you still okay? Your first law or policy that you initiated or helped pass.
Well, when I was congressman, there's this Urban Development Housing Act. Under the law, all property na pag-aari ng gobyerno, binibiding po yan. Ang pinakamayayaman, sila yung mananalo. Siyempre, bidding yan eh. Naisip ko noon, para nangyari sa amin, paano na yung mga nakatira ng matagal na sa lupa ng gobyerno? Hindi sila mananalo sa bidding, mahihirap sila, mayayamang kalaban. So nagpasa ako ng batas. I put certain elements. Matagal ka na nakatira doon. Yung government, magbibigay kung magkano yung presyo, i-assess ito para hindi naman malugi yung government, etc. etc. I put some and then wala nang bidding. They could now negotiate even a portion of that. At least for housing. Yun po ang inamend ko sa Urban Development Housing Act when I was a congressman.
Giving them a fighting chance.
Yeah,
That's
I'm the
amazing.
principal author of that. Yes.
That is so amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
How are you feeling right now with all the questions? We started with
Wala na
something
ba?
really fun. I think we're pretty
Akala
much
ko nagsisimula pa lang tayo. Well,
I
alam
didn't
nyo,
hear you sing yet, so I'm just kidding.
alam nyo, napaka-swerte po natin kasama natin si Jackie talaga. She's full of energy. Salamat po sa pagsama ngayon, ha? Jackie, thank you so much.
No, Attorney, thank you, Attorney Abalos, for sharing, for being vulnerable, and for being open with your firsts. And I am sure that a lot of people can definitely relate and learn from your experiences. I know I have.
Well, I'm happy na ma-share ko ang mga kwentong to sa inyo. Hopefully, nakapagbigay po kami ng konting inspirasyon.
Yes, and sure ako dyan naman, Attorney, for sure. And to our viewers, we hope that you enjoyed this episode of Firsts with Attorney Benher Abalos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Abalos Vlog.
This is Benher Abalos para sa Abalos Vlog. Maraming salamat po. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.